Hi there, my name is Abby Hennessy, and this is my casino and gaming management final project. So, for a brief overview of the casino and gaming industry, gambling has been around for thousands of years with early forms of betting in places like ancient China, Egypt, and Rome. The first official casino, the Ridotto, opened in Venice in 1638. In the US, Nevada legalized casinos in 1931, and Las Vegas quickly became the center of the industry. In the 2000s, Macau took over as the biggest gambling destination, and online gaming, including sports betting, took off in the US after it was legalized in 2018. Currently, the industry includes casinos, lotteries, sports betting, and online gambling, and the biggest markets are in Las Vegas, Atlantic City, Macau, and new ones opening up in places such as Japan and South Korea. New trends focus on online gaming, luxury resorts, sports betting, and tech innovations like AI and VR. So, as I stated in the last slide, AI and VR are some of the biggest emerging technologies within the casino and gaming industry, and they have lots of effects on the industry. Some of these include new payment options, improving transactions in general, and offering online payment options such as Apple Pay and crypto. Some new manager strategies includes integrating tech to improve general operations, boost security, and personalize customer interactions. So this can come in a lot of different forms, but using AI to improve general operations, such as facial recognition, that's a big one for repeat bettors and gamblers, but also boosting security can come in a lot of different ways. But using AI, as stated previously, with facial recognition, and also just utilizing AI to generally improve security operations is a really big growing part of the industry. And then with personalizing customer interactions, this is where VR comes into play. They are utilizing VR, which is virtual reality, to create a more immersive gaming experience for online gamers, which I will take a deeper step into in a little bit. And then, as stated previously, heightened security is another really big part of utilizing these emerging technologies to further improve the casino and gaming experience. So, responsible gaming initiatives is a really big step that the casino and gaming industry is taking at the moment. There's five different things that I'm going to talk about. Those include self-exclusion programs, spending limits and activity tracking, working with support organizations, reality checks and break reminders, and just generally protecting at-risk players. So, with self-exclusion programs, some casinos actually let people ban themselves from gambling for either a set amount of time or just a permanent ban. This is obviously not super common as self-exclusion is very rare, and being able to recognize that you have a problem is also very rare. But in those rare occurrences where that happens, it's really nice to know that casinos will be able to help the recovery process by banning the player for whatever period of time they choose. With spending limits and activity tracking, players can set limits on how much money or time they spend, and also casinos can use tracking systems to keep an eye on gambling behavior and flag any patterns that might suggest a problem. So this is also something that's really interesting because this is where AI can come into play with that facial recognition. Going through security footage and seeing who is a repeat gambler and who has unhealthy habits in comparison to who has healthy habits, and utilizing that technology to be able to further the recovery process for an individual that has a gambling addiction, or stopping the gambling addiction before it grows too far by recognizing patterns. Working with support organizations, many casinos team with groups that focus on gambling addictions. These partnerships can make it a lot easier for players to get connected with professional help if they need it. So, in the rare occurrences when someone can recognize that they have their own problem, knowing that casinos will be able to provide support or provide the resources that someone needs to get that help is a really hopeful thought. So with reality checks and break reminders, this is more specific towards online gambling, and it will give players a heads up after they've been playing for an extended period of time. It's really easy whenever you're playing a game, whether it's with gambling or just in general, to get sucked into that game and to not really realize how much time you've actually spent playing this game. So it's really good to have those break reminders to let someone know, hey, you've been playing for X amount of time. Maybe you should take a step away for a little bit. I think that that's really, really good to have. And then lastly, protecting at-risk players, just general policies in place to make sure people underage or people showing serious signs of a problem aren't allowed to keep playing. And I think this is a very obvious precaution for casinos to have, making sure that all of the people that are there are allowed to be there. But furthermore, making sure that the people that are there are healthy and that they're using healthy gambling tactics rather than just taking their money and letting them develop these problems. So with marketing and customer engagement, there are a lot of different methods that can be used within the casino and gaming industry to attract people. Some of their current methods include using loyalty programs to reward regular players with points and VIP perks, and targeted promotions that use data to create new and exciting offers to what players actually want. They also create personalized experiences like custom gaming packages or exclusive events to make players feel special and to make them feel valued and wanting to continue coming back. Furthermore, digital engagement through social media, mobile apps, and influencer partnerships keeps people connected, but there is always room for improvement. Personally, I believe that casinos are doing a great job with their marketing and customer engagement currently, but I do think that they need to collectively start making a shift towards changing the narrative and stigma around casinos and gambling in order to attract a new and younger crowd for the general success of casinos to come. So I don't mean this in the way that the current demographic isn't great or that the current demographic isn't supporting casinos enough. Just through my personal observation as someone who loves going to a casino and having fun, I do notice that whenever I am at a casino, it's usually an older crowd of people that are there. And that could just be my personal experience, but I find that that's the experience of a lot of people. And I feel as though having an older crowd can deter young people from wanting to go to places like casinos. And so I think changing the narrative to fit both the older generation and the current demographic, but also attracting a younger generation for years to come so that they can build their customer base and just to make sure that they're setting themselves up for success within the future. Casinos could step up personalization with smarter AI to predict player preferences better and add sustainability and responsible gaming messages to their marketing. Furthermore, improving how players interact across different platforms could make the general gaming experience better. And I have a brief YouTube video on their current marketing strategies.
Everything you wish for. Your site traffic is skyrocketing until this happens. My friend, out of here. Today, I want to share with you 7 marketing secrets or marketing hacks. Or
Sorry about that. So that video just briefly shows the current tactics that are used within casinos to market towards their projected demographic and also how they continue to make their current demographic feel special and to make them feel like they want to keep coming back and keep supporting casinos. So this is a brief case study. It's in the article titled Casino Gaming in 2024, a year of monumental shifts and groundbreaking milestones. And this article really shows the technological advancements that are benefiting the casino and gaming industry. So within this article, it is displayed how the casino and gaming industry experienced major shifts with more areas in legalized online gaming, in turn creating new markets. AI has helped personalize player experiences, while VR and AR, which is virtual reality and artificial reality, made online casinos more immersive. Slot machines and table games evolved with better graphics, new features, and multiplayer options. And casinos also formed partnerships with online platforms and streaming services, which is really interesting. This shows just how innovative and fast growing the industry really is, and it is set to keep growing with more tech innovations and a focus on responsible gaming, which I agree immensely with all of these initiatives that they're taking. In conclusion, the casino and gaming industry is truly one of the most interesting industries in our world today, which is something that I didn't really know before taking this class, but there is so much history behind it and so many amazing technological advancements that are being made within the industry. And like I said, the ties it has to history and different culture while being a uniting factor in our world is really incredible. And with an industry as ever changing and growing as one as this, it is exciting to see what the future holds of gambling and casinos. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.